That's how you beat big time programs in the real games too. We got to capitalize on some of that. We got to continue to get better. I told you.
Welcome to episode 2 of the Brett Beard Show, sponsored by James Restaurant. I'm your host, Jaden Kent. Here with me today is Coach Beard. Coach, how are we doing?
I'm great. How about you?
I'm doing good. Last week, Friday, it was a little rainy. Tell me how that rain pregame changes our game plan going into it.
I mean, realistically, I was a D lineman. I mean, rain really, the only thing it really changes is maybe the comfort level of your quarterback, the comfort level of your center, the comfort level of your snapper. Maybe some receivers catching the football a little bit. But other than that, I mean, the game plan is the game plan. And, at the end of the day, if it rains, we should be able to line up and run the football. And, we struggled with that at times early on, which gave us fits and gave Hammond some life. And, it doesn't really matter what the conditions are. I mean, we can't make excuses. I mean, both teams are going to play in it. Both teams are going to have to get the job done.
Yes, sir.
And it comes down to just getting the job done.
All right, Coach, let's take a look at the highlights of the season opener last week with Hammond. Raining hard during warm-ups, everybody getting ready, getting warmed up for this game. Jackets coming out with a lot of energy, running onto the field, really happy to play, really happy to be week 1 opening.
Love the all-purple. It's been a while since we wore the all-purple with the helmet and all, and there we are.
Jackets on offense first. Quarterback Jerry Horn drops back, finds his receiver in the backfield, stopped by Hammond defense. 3 and out. Hammond punting, gets the ball off. Dropped by Quentin Clay, tried to recover, recovered by Hammond Tornadoes. Third down, number 2 takes it, finds gaps, gets into the end zone. Coach, tell me how big that was for the Hammond defense.
Well, I mean, it was an ugly start for us, a slow start, and then you come out defensively, get the stop, we muff the punt, they get the ball back, and they finish the drive. I mean, that's a big life, that's a big change for Hammond right there to give them a big breath of fresh air and gave them the advantage right there.
Jackets back on offense. Jerry Horn rolls out, tries to find a receiver, intercepted by number 0. The Hammond defense making people miss, getting out of bounds. Big play for Hammond's defense. Big energy, big momentum swing to their side. Fumbled snap on the punt. Running back. Punter takes it, tries to find yards, get as many as he can. Pushed out by number 31, James Gaspard. Jerry Horn drops back, tries to find Tylen Haynes over the middle for the touchdown. Coach, can you tell me how big of impact Tylen has made on the offense this year?
Yeah, Tylen has shown some tremendous growth in the offseason. He's really become a fine young man, and you can tell those things by the way he's handled some adversity and his ups and downs. Usually he's really emotional, and he's got that even keel, and because of it, you're able to play at a high level, and that's what he's doing right now. And, we get to see the best of Tylen so far, and hope it continues to grow.
Yes, sir. Jackets ball again. Jerry Horn drops back, tries to find a receiver. Intercepted by the defense. Number 13 outruns Jerry Horn. Coach, can you tell me how big of a play that was for the Hammond Tornadoes?
Well, I mean, it was really a bad play by us. Jerry kind of doing some things he's done in the past by locking on to people, locking on to receivers. If he throws the hitch backside, we might even score backside. But he locks on to a guy that, I don't even know what he's looking at, makes a terrible decision, and throws it right to him. And the thing is, some of these interceptions are one thing, but these pick sixes, that's a killer right there to overcome what we're having to overcome defensively. And as a team, I mean, these are the things that can't happen for us to be a successful football team.
Jackets ball. Jerry Horn drops back, looking to find someone. Tylen Haynes catches the ball, turns upfield, running for a first down. Big gain into Tornadoes territory.
Great call by Coach Fournier right there. Big time to get us going with that screen.
Jerry Horn drops back to pass, looking for someone. Throws it deep for Deshaun Goldman, incomplete. Jackets back to punt. Harrison recovers the snap, gets it off for a deep punt into Tornado territory. Recovered by number 17, John Gaspard at the 1 yard line.
Big time play.
Hammond hands it off to number 2. Running, big tackle by Rancher Miller. Big celebration, big energy. Love the way he's moving out there. Start of the second half. Hammond leads 14-7. Hammond ball, quarterback running out, escaping, trying to find someone. Sacked by number 36, Darius Scott, for a big Hammond loss. Hammond punts, drops back, tries to throw it forward, incomplete. Turnover on downs. Horn hands it off to Brenton Paul, who finds his way up the middle, getting stuffed by defenders, pushed by number 75 for a Jackets touchdown, 14-13. Coach, can you tell me how big that was for our offense?
Well, you know, Brenton Paul is going to have to get going. You know, he started slow this first half and looked kind of rough at times. And, you know, when that kid decides he wants to play, he has a chance to be really, really special. And, you know, we're just kind of waiting for him to go ahead and get that governor off and play for 48 minutes and do what it is we think he can do.
Bad snap on the extra point, no good, wide left, 14-13, Hammond's lead. Quarterback tries to scramble. Out of the pocket, Ravius Williams stops him, gets him down for a big defensive play, big energy, going all over the place. Jerry Horn drops back, tries to find someone, fakes it, runs up the middle, gets good yardage for a first down, slides. Horn back to pass, scrambles out, finds number 5, Brenton Paul, down the field, turning it up, turning on the speed. Nobody can catch him. Jackets touchdown, 19-14. Jackets take the lead. Coach, tell me what that did for all.
Yeah, you know, Jerry he did a good job right here. You can see him panning the field, going through his progressions. He breaks the pocket. And, you know, Brenton Paul is to continue on the vertical situation right there. And because of it, he got behind the defender, and Jerry made a great throw, a delivery right there that had to happen. And, you know, we just needed some big plays. You know, we really couldn't get a whole lot going offensively, but when we needed a big play, we got it. And this was no different right here to give us the lead.
Bad snap again on the extra point. Johnny Bravo tries to take it. Taken down, 19-14. Denham still leads. Hammond ball, running back number 26 on the carry, tackled by Jackson Sagan. Big time play, big time stop. Fourth quarter, Hammond ball. Quarterback drops back, throws it deep, intercepted by number 29, sophomore Jaden Washington. Coach, tell me what Jaden Washington's brought to the defense.
Well, you know, Jaden's a young cat that's coming onto the scene that I think has a chance to be a big-time player. One of the big ones to come out of Denham Springs again in the future. You know, a sophomore that's having to compete at a high level in the 5A ranks in Louisiana right now, and you know, this is the type of plays that you're going to see him make and make a lot. I mean, the kid's a good player. He's got a chance to be a really special corner, and you know, to fill the shoes of Mason Varese is a tall task, and we're excited to see where he goes with this.
Hammond ball again, hands it off to number 2, making people miss, going out for a big gain in midfield. Tackled by everybody. Wildcat formation, running back gets it, number 2, tries to find somewhere, gets downfield, stopped by number 31, James Gaspard. Running back number 2 rolls out, tries to go for the pop pass, almost intercepted by Caden Anderson. Fourth down coming up. Fourth down, number 1 quarterback rolls out, tries to find someone in the end zone, broken up by Jaden Washington. Coach, Jaden Washington has been on fire this game.
Yeah, I mean, again, a kid you're going to get to know a lot of in the next 3 years. Really excited about his play. To be honest with you, this was really a poor job on both sides right here. You know, Hammond should have won the football game. Poor job on us with our scheme, bad alignment, weak on the edges. If Hammond stays outside and runs the football, they can just take off just chunk plays, and they had guys running wide open.
2:31 left in the fourth quarter. Jerry Horn hands it off to number 5, Brenton Paul, who's stuffed for the third down. Denham ball, 43 seconds left. Fourth down. Jerry Horn decides to keep it. Goes, pushes by everybody, trying to get across the line. Jackets calling first down. Refs coming over, picking up everybody, trying to see where the ball is. Refs making the decision. Everybody screaming first down for the Jackets.
Yeah, I mean, look, you got to go for the win right there. You got 30 inches for the win, or you got to go with a 13 yard snap, a good snap, a nose guard has played really well to kick it off. And you know what? We just had to go against our odds right there and win the football game. And we had struggled snapping. So, we just took the chances right there, and these guys bailed me out and made my decision look good.
Clock runs out. Denham holds on to the win, 19-14. Stats. Jerry Horn, 8 for 17 passing, 124 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Brenton Paul, 15 carries, 51 yards, 2 touchdowns. Tylen Haynes, 2 receptions, 59 yards, 1 touchdown. All right, Coach, what do you think made us start slow on offense?
Well, traditionally you look at us, we start slow. I can't seem to crack that code. It's been a few years now. We want to dig ourselves a little hole and see if we can't play out of it. And we got to figure out a way to crack this code. Against good teams, really good teams, you're going to get buried. And there's really nothing we can do right now. We are just notorious for coming out of the building or coming off the sideline and not being good early on. We got to figure out whatever it is that we got to do to get you comfortable so you can play. And don't tell me it's the weather, because history says we're poor starters. We've tried everything possible in practice. We've tried to throw different things at you to get you comfortable. And at the end of the day, it's just a code that we're going to continue to work on and trying to figure out and crack, and try to get the game to slow down as quick as possible so we can play at a high level and not dig ourselves holes that we have to dig out of.
Yes, sir. At halftime, going into the locker room, what adjustments were made to allow us to come outside and make some big plays?
Well, I'm going to go ahead and tell you, those guys at Hammond do a good job. That coaching staff really impressed me. I thought they came in with a really good game plan. You're down to, arguably your third quarterback, Old Donut. I thought he played a really good game. It's a kid, it's an athlete that can run, and any quarterback that can run gives you fits because it adds a running back, it adds a dimension to an offense that, as a defensive guy, makes it a little bit tougher.
Yes, sir.
And I really thought they came in with some of the big sets to things we haven't seen, and you got to be able to get lined up to it, which I don't know that we ever did. And that's the things on us that we got to get corrected this week. We got to do a better job in game, getting comfortable and getting y'all comfortable. And you see some of these sets you haven't seen, and early in the year, and you just got to figure out what gives us the best chance to line up against it to get a stop. And at halftime, that's what we did. And we were able to come out and really play a much better second half.
Yes, sir. I agree. All right, Coach. With the hurricane coming, how does our preparation change for Friday against Central?
Well, whether you give me 1 day, 2 days, 4 days to prepare for a game, we're going to play a game. I honestly, it is what it is. I think you kind of know now in Louisiana, you try to get through the first couple of weeks without getting hit with a really bad storm. And, everybody's got to play. It's not like we're playing somebody that's across the state. We're playing somebody across the river that's going to be dealing with the same situation we are. It's going to be dealing with the same weather we are. And, whether they get more practices or we do, whether they get a walkthrough or we don't, at the end of the day, it's still just put the ball down and play. I'll play Saturday morning if nobody has power. I don't need internet. I don't need Wi-Fi. I don't need any of that to play. Just give me green grass and a football, and let's get after it.
Yes, sir. With this being one of the oldest rivalries in the state, how excited are you to go to Central this week?
Well, to be honest with you, it's a big-time game. I was really disappointed a couple of years ago when we lost this game. I think it's something that was important to both communities, and it was important to me to try to keep the game on schedule, and it just didn't work out that way, not by my choice at all, because a 75 games, 74 years in a row, you just don't let that go. And, to be right across the river, these are two communities that love clashing against each other for many years, and, to be able to give it back, the one positive out of the hiatus, it will be this. You can tell the mystique of the rivalry game, the Amite River Rivalry, is still there, and I think being a 2-year hiatus is kind of giving it a little different fire and a little different energy, and everybody's excited about seeing this again. From the media, from people across the state, to Central people, Denham people, our players, their players. Our coaching staff, their coaching staff, some of those guys haven't been in this game, so they don't know, what this Amite River Rivalry really is and the excitement in it. And, it's the biggest game of the year because it's the next one. We're not going to let ourselves get wrapped up in all of the hoopla, but we are going to recognize the history and tradition of this game and the importance of this game. But it's the biggest game of the year because it's the next one. It's our chance to lace it up in the purple and gold and be Denham Springs and go play our game. And, whether it's on the road, whether it's home, whether it's a neutral site, we want to play. Whether it's a hurricane, no hurricane, it's going to be a physical game. It's going to be a physical, all-out, ballroom brawl that I'm really excited to get into. And I think everybody will be. And, to have these two communities clash again is going to be a lot of fun.
Coach, thank you for coming out.
Absolutely. People stay safe in this storm. And look, God is good, man. Look, at the end of the day, you don't ever want to see what happened at Central last week with those kids getting in that car wreck.
Yes, sir.
Prayers out to the running back who's still having some struggles and may even still be in the ICU in the hospital. You keep those kids in your prayers. You don't want to see any kid ever go through what they're going through. Lose the quarterback and the receiver. Three solid players, three solid kids. In that situation, and you hate to see anybody deal with that, but God is good because they're alive.
Yes, sir.
And, really thankful for that, and, hope those kids are able to play again one day.
Yes, sir. See you Friday.
Look, that's how you beat big-time programs in the real games, too. We got to capitalize on some of that. We got to continue to get better. I told you.